Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gary, and it is an honor and a privilege for me to be here with you today. I am very grateful to the Volunteers of America for asking me to share a short story with you this morning. Picture, if you will, a shell of a man with scraggly long hair, unkempt beard, and dirty clothes. A guy who had not taken care of himself for quite some time. A hard man, weathered by homelessness, and many years of abusing drugs and alcohol. The kind of pitiful-looking guy many people see and divert their eyes away from, acting as if he doesn't exist. A guy who chose for his life to rebel, to lie, cheat, and steal whatever he wanted from society. He was not always this way. In fact, he is a veteran who honorably served this great country as a young man, but could not or would not conform to society's rules or fit in afterwards. A selfish, irresponsible guy who couldn't keep a job and appeared to be a burden on society, a throwaway human being. We've all seen him, and some have tried to help him, but most people would rather he just go away. He himself thought he would end up way too soon in an unmarked grave, unloved and not the least bit missed by family or community. I have come to believe that God is still in the miracle business. You see, I was the man I just described to you. 7 years ago, my life was at its end, emotionally, spiritually, and physically. I found myself locked up in a cheap motel room, trying to smoke enough crack cocaine to die. I had tried to do something about my problems many times since 1988, with little success, and had come to believe that I would never get sober. I had been institutionalized, went to jail more times than I can count, and my family wouldn't even allow me in their homes anymore. 33 years of drinking and drugging had taken its toll. At this point, I felt totally hopeless and helpless. After smoking thousands of dollars worth of drugs in an 8-day period of time, my worst nightmare had come true. Not that I would take another hit and die, but I took that hit and was still alive. My life was at a point of incomprehensible demoralization. And so, when I ran out of the drugs and money, in a state of hopeless desperation, I used the razor blade I was cutting the drugs with to slash my wrists. I lay back on the bed to die and cried out to God for the first time I can ever remember, not for mercy or forgiveness, but that if there truly was a God, I wanted him to take me away. I truly thought I wanted to die. You know, God answered that prayer, but not the way I expected. After what I can only guess was several hours of fading in and out of consciousness, the motel manager came to put me out of the room and found the door barricaded, but he could see the blood everywhere. My next memory was in a psychiatric hospital, strapped to a gurney, and someone telling me that God must have a special purpose for my life to have kept me alive. You see, human beings are just not supposed to survive after losing over half their blood. Once stabilized, I was sent to the Veterans Hospital in Chillicothe for a short time, but I knew that I had to find a long-term recovery program if I were to stay alive. I came to realize that I did not really want to die, I just didn't know how to live. I came back to Columbus, but was turned away by one treatment program as a bad risk for recovery. I was devastated. But by God's grace and mercy, I was led to the Volunteers of America Men's Shelter on Harmon Avenue and given another chance. My time at the Volunteers of America was very hard. I had to look at the truth of my existence, and it wasn't very pretty. But the program gave me every opportunity to succeed and met all my needs so that I was able to concentrate on getting well. I stayed there almost a year, and my life was completely changed by that experience. I learned to be honest, open-minded, and willing to do whatever it takes to stay sober and change my thinking. God worked his way into my heart while at the VOA, and he changed the guy I described to you earlier into the man you see before you now. No longer a shell of a man, but a productive member of society. I became active in my recovery, in my home church, and in my community. I got a decent job with the help of the Volunteers of America Employment Resource Center, a job that led me to the company I've been with the past 5 years. I have a future with this company and fully expect to retire with them. And I don't drive an uninsured hoopty with $1.50 worth of gas in the tank and bald tires anymore. Last June, I got married for the first time to a very lovely woman that God brought into my life. Last fall, I bought my first home and knew that too is a miracle and gift from God. I've been given a second chance at life and have actually found a life better than any I've ever known. I have not been to jail since getting clean and have a great relationship with my family as I've been able to make amends for the past. Life today is filled with peace, laughter, and joy, and I know this is a God thing, but I want you to know it is because He worked through folks like you and your willingness to embrace the opportunity like you have today, to give hope to the next man, woman, and family out there, real people who are in the place the same as I was 7 years ago, hopeless and helpless. I thank you with all my heart for your generosity, compassion, and willingness to help others, just like you did for me. I know without a shadow of a doubt that I wouldn't be alive today if it were not for the treatment I received at the Volunteers of America. Since being strapped to that gurney in a nut ward, the purpose God kept me alive for has been revealed to me, and it's so very simple: to glorify God and to edify others. He is using me today to reach out and help someone else in His name. Today we all have a unique and vitally important opportunity to make a huge difference. I hear that call. Do you? Thank you very much for your time, and God bless you.